So for this video, we'll be going to learn about how to configure VoIP for voice and data VLAN. So as we can see here, we already designed our network, which has a router, a switch, and IP phones. It is 20 IP phones that is divided into different departments or different VLANs. So we've used the straight through cable for connecting the router and the switch because they are different devices, and we use also the straight through cable in connecting the switch and the IP phones because it's a different devices as well. As we've learned before, straight through devices is used for different devices, while the crossover cable is used for connecting same devices. So as we can see here, it's all red because we have to wait for it to be a green flag for it to be connected. So now it is already green flag, so we're going to configure our switch. We're going to input enable, then we're going to type conft in order to get to the configuration of the switch. Then we're going to input the interface for our switch that is connected to the router. Then we're going to input switch port mode trunk, then exit. Then we're going to create our VLANs. First is the VLAN 3, which is named CCIS, then exit. VLAN 5, name, what's the name of this? INS, so we're going to input name INS, then exit. So now we already call our VLANs. We're going to input the interfaces inside the VLAN. So the int range FA01 to 3, then enter switch port mode access, enter switch port voice VLAN 3. So we're going to be inside the VLAN 3. So we're going to exit, and then we're going to input the int range FA04 to 8 for, then we're going to put switch port mode access, then switch port voice VLAN. What's the VLAN for this 04 to 8? So it's the INS department. VLAN 5 is inside the VLAN 5, then exit. So we already configured the VLANs for the IP phones in the switch. So for the router, we're going to initialize the configuration, no. Then we're going to enable conft. Then we're going to the interface int FA00, which is the connection or the port for the connection of the switch and the router. 0.3 because we have a VLAN 3. So enter encapsulation.1q 3 because this is our VLAN, the VLAN 3, as we can remember, the CCIS. Then IP address 192.168.30.1, 255.255.255.0, then exit. Then we're going to the interface FA00.4, which is the VLAN 4. Then we're going to encapsulate it. Then we're going to input the IP address, which is 192.168.40.1, then is subnet mask, exit. So now we're going to create a DHCP pool for each VLAN. So IP DHCP pulled in the name of our VLAN, which is CCIS. Then we're going to indicate the network. It is inside 2, which is the 192.168.30.0. Then it's subnet mask. Then the default router, which is essentially the default gateway, 192.168.30.1. Then we're going to call the option 150, which is for voice port. Then it's IP 192.168.30.1, then exit. Then now we're going to create a DHCP pool for the next department, which is the INS department. Then we're going to indicate its network. Its network will be 192.168.VLAN5, which is 50.0. And its subnet mask, don't forget the subnet mask. Then default router 192.168.50.1, which is our default gateway for the INS. Then option 150 IP 192.168.50.1 for our voice port. Then we're going to, after we exit, we're going to pull again for ITSM because we forgot its default gateway. Its network belong to 192.168.40.0. Gateway will be 192.168.40.1. Then we will be calling the option 150 IP, which is for the VoIP. Then we're going to indicate the IP DHCP pool for AppDev. Then its network belongs to 192.168.60.0. Then its default router is 192.168.60.1. Then the option 150 IP 192.168.60.1 for calling the port for the VoIP voice. Then we're going to create our DHCP pool for NetAdd. Then its network is the 192.168.20.0 with a default router 192.168.20.1. Then we're going to call its VoIP port, which is the option 150 IP 192.168.6. 192.168.20.1. Then exit. We're going to be inside the telephony service already. Then we're going to indicate the maximum directory number, which is 20. And then maximum ePhones, which is 20 because we have 20 ePhones. Then we're going to indicate the IP source address. I use the 192.168.30.1, which we can remember from the CCIS department, but you can choose which department are you going to choose as the IP source address. Then we are inside the port 2000. Then we're going to auto assign for 1 to 20 because it is 20 devices. Then exit. So now we're going to create our ePhone directory number 1. For each devices, there's going to be an ePhone directory number, and its number will be 111111. Then for the ePhone directory number 2, its number is number 22222. Then exit. Then ePhone directory number 3, which is number 33333. Then exit. Then ePhone directory number 4, which is number 44444. We're just going to create the number for each ePhones with this commands. So ephone dash DN space 7, number is 7777, then exit. So we're just going to do it for all 20 ePhones that we have in our VLAN. So the number is, you can choose whatever you want. It's just that it should be 4 digits. So I choose the for ePhone directory number 1, I choose the 1111, but you can choose whatever number you want. So we're finally on the last ePhone directory number, which is 20. The next number will be 2020, then exit. So now we already input the ePhone number, but we can see here that it's red flag. It's still red flag, the connection from router to switch. So we're going to call the interface for the connection of router to switch, which is 0 to 0, then no shutdown or no SH. Then as we can see here, it changed into green. So we're just going to wait for it to be connected. Then we're going to input the show IP DHCP binding so we can see the what are the ePhones that has been registered already. So as we can see here, the ePhones is registering, meaning the DHCP pool is being connected to the ePhones. So we're just going to wait for all of it to be registered. Oh, so now we can call using our ePhone. So we can see that the power adapter is already connected, which means there's already a battery, there is already a power, and there is a number in the top right, which is, we can see here the 1011, which is the given number for that ePhone. Then the other ePhone is the 9999. We're going to call the 1011 here. We're going to click the phone. Then as we can see here, there's a ring out, meaning we're already calling the other phone. So we can see that there's a connection that we can call the other phone. So just remember to connect the power adapter to the phone because it's not automatically connected.